Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy Monday. We hope everyone had a great, exciting weekend. If I saw you this weekend at two of my shows, maybe two of the most, how do I explain it? Maybe two of the most inspiring shows I've had, for real.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was a buzz.
No, I mean, obviously, like, my performance was inspiring, like, literally brought people to tears. But I did a show in Orillia, Ontario this weekend at a casino, and it was pretty shocking, honestly. Like, I would say, usually it's 100% toasters. Like,
yeah.
And I can lean into my toasty vibes, like, that's my cross to bear. And anytime I say something even remotely toasty, like, I know people scream. And it's, like, such a great, safe environment to be in. But this was a show near Toronto, where I had already done Toronto. So the people who drove 2 hours from Toronto, it was like true toasters. And so it was 50% those people, and then 50% like people just in the casino, like people who live on the reservation. And it was actually like incredibly scary to perform in front of like people who had no idea who I was. So like it was a different show. I was a little bit more like explaining who I was, but I felt like so good and so comfortable on stage. And I saw all these women the next day at breakfast, and they were like not my target demo. They were like, they had like a girls' weekend at the casino. They were like 50, 60, and they just came up to me and they were like, your show is amazing. And I was like, oh my God, what? Thank you. And it was just like really great show. And then I ended in Tarrytown, like right by my home, New York Jews. It was just so great.
That is so great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you. Know that I am. I'm glad to hear the show is better than ever.
And obviously, I had to gear up because I'm going to be turning stones this weekend.
Of course. And so, obviously, there's so much pressure for you to make that, like, the greatest
There's always
show.
pressure, but this is, like, added pressure.
Yeah, like, there will be stones in the audience. Like,
Friday night, Turning Stone Casino. We're going to be turning them stones in Verona, New York. If you go to Syracuse University, it's right by there, so can't wait to see you there.
If you go to Colgate, it's right by there. Now I'm remembering people at Colgate, like, when they were going to get crazy and, like, maybe have a special, like, Valentine's Day with their significant other. Like, every once in a while, people would go to Turning Stone for, like, a big night.
Oh, my God.
Or sometimes, like, a bunch of guys would go and gamble, but it was like I never went. It was like
far of a
such
drive?
a special thing. I don't know, but it's far enough that you don't go often, but that you can go.
Right. Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. I just realized that. Okay,
Maybe
so
that's why it's obvious you took like such a kinship to Turning Stone.
Maybe it was like a subconscious
ingrained
thing.
in you.
Okay, so maybe I'll have to come, and
Turn
I know
them
like
stones.
you need me to come. So
I do.
Now I might.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was Turning Stone when you said that.
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Things are changing. Things are coming into perspective for me.
It is a gloomy Friday here in New York, but we can't be stopped because tonight are the TPG Awards.
It's a Friday?
Oh, God. It's a...
That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
It's a Monday Eve.
It is Monday. It looks so Monday. It's so rainy outside, but our spirits can't be broken because tonight is the TPG Awards, which are always such a great night. And then tomorrow we also have TPG on the show to recap the TPG Awards, so I'm excited about that. Today we have the Siesta Key kids, and I have much to talk to them about.
Much to discuss. We got to watch the first episode,
you guys. Oh, my God.
You guys, it's crazy.
There is a moment that is so shocking, and I know there's a lot of rumors about what's going on in the show, and you think that this shocking moment would be about those rumors, but it's not. And I'm not even like being paid to hype this up. Like, that was one of the craziest episodes of reality television I've seen in a really long time.
And it's like, and it was just the premiere. Like, nothing even really happened. They were all just catching up. But you guys,
no, like, and I texted Chloe Troutman, and I was like, "How could you not tell me?" And she was like, "Literally the best kept secret in reality television history," and it's so true.
Crazy. We will get all the tea from them
today.
Later.
We have Juliette and Kelsey, Robby, Hayes, and Brandon. So it'll be a nice little crew. I have a lot to talk to them about. Juliette and Kelsey like being best friends. Robby and Juliette doing press together, but are they still dating? I don't know.
Doesn't look like it. Very interessant. I can't wait to get into it with them.
Me too.
I'm actually really excited.
We're also going to recap Keeping Up with the Kardashians because last night was one of the most revolutionary episodes of reality TV in a really long time. Like, I don't think a fourth wall has ever been broken down so hard, and it was really
except on Siesta Key.
Except on Siesta Key. It was really inspiring. It was really an incredible episode, and I have many thoughts.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And obviously, we're going to deliver Fast Five. Anything else? How was your weekend? What'd you do?
My weekend was so fucking treacherous. And
what?
Well, yesterday I spent the whole day at the Apple store.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, you didn't even know that from my Instagram because my phone was with the Apple people, the geniuses over at Apple store. By the way, they run a great ship over there, but it was just like the most frustrating day. Basically, my phone broke, my touchscreen wasn't working, and I was like, you know what, this is a great excuse. I'm finally gonna get the new phone. I had wanted it. So I went there, and I wasn't able to get the new phone because I needed someone on the account to authorize it. And my phone wasn't working, so I needed to call Olivia, so I asked them to borrow their phone at the Apple store, and you would think, like, there's 1 million phones
Right.
at the Apple Store. They give me this wartime military phone that I couldn't even dial the number, and they had to do it because like it was so special. It's like, this is the Apple Store, and I can't just get a phone to call. So I call Olivia, and of course she doesn't pick up because it's a random number. I call you, it doesn't even go through.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it looks like I'm not getting a new phone. So I got my phone repaired, and I had to wait in the area of the Apple Store, which is really like touristy central. And for some reason, I just looked like a giant baby. Like I was wearing big chunky sweatpants, my puffer, earmuffs, like no purse or anything, and I literally felt like Kevin McAllister, Home Alone, like roaming around New York City with just a credit card. So it was treacherous. I wound up getting my phone fixed, and I guess I'll be ordering the new phone if I ever can. Just torture.
So once I heard about your saga, I've been talking about getting the new phone, and I was just like inspired. So I went online, and something I just couldn't get myself to press the button, like $1,200. I just couldn't.
I mean,
maybe I will, but I just couldn't right now.
If you've seen the new camera.
So I've been doing meet and greets for like the last 3 weeks with people with the new phone, and it is so much better.
It's
like
so much better.
That's the only reason. Like the meet and greets have inspired me to want to get it.
It's an investment in premium content. So for me, I'm ready to push the button. Like if someone will let me get the new phone.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Really annoying. But anyways, I have my old friend back. I like her. She's cool.
I wanted to share a personal update because it has been 1 entire month since I've been off my jewel.
Wow.
It's been a month since I left Morocco, left that dirty beast in my hotel room on purpose, and never looked back.
Happy for you.
Thank you. Know that I am.
Good stuff.
Feels good. I feel like my lung capacity is definitely increasing. What I actually really feel is a lot less anxiety, and I'm thinking maybe the jewel had something to do with it.
Perhaps.
So I'm just excited.
I'm excited for you. I think we should get right into it because we have a big show today.
Yeah, we do.
We've got a lot to cover. So without further ado, these are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And yeah, for sure. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I don't want to like tell you like it's not time when it is time, and it is time. But I would be so like remiss, almost devastated, honestly, and even heartbroken if I didn't let everyone know that today's episode is brought to you by Liquid IV, the fastest, most efficient way to stay hydrated. If you're trying to drink more water, Liquid IV hydrates you 2 to 3 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. It has an added bonus of vitamin C, B3, B5, B6, and B12. They have a good give back mission. It feels good to do good. Liquid IV has donated 1.5 million, sticks to date to places like Haiti, Uganda, Puerto Rico, and most recently Nepal. With each purchase you make at Liquid IV, they donate a serving to someone in need around the world. Winter is notoriously a terrible time for dehydration. If you believe it or not, a lot of people end up more dehydrated in the winter months. Cold weather tends to make us more likely to miss the signs of dehydration and less likely to keep refilling our water bottles. Liquid IV is the easy, healthy fix for your winter dehydration. 1 stick of Liquid IV in a 16-ounce bottle of water can provide 2 to 3 times the hydration of water alone. Many winter sports take place at high altitude where it's much easier to get dehydrated. So if you're skiing this winter season, make sure you're packing your Liquid IV. It's very easily transportable. It is the fastest growing wellness brand. You can find them anywhere, even at Costco. Their hydration multiplier is now sold at all Costco's nationwide. Liquid IV products utilize cellular transport technology and specific ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium. When mixed together with 16-ounce water, it helps your body absorb more of the water and nutrients you drink directly into your bloodstream. They are convenient, TSA-friendly powder packets for travel, and they help prevent jet lag and altitude sickness. They fuel tough workouts, help prevent muscle fatigue, promote healthy post-workout recovery, and honestly, at the end of the day, sometimes all you need is a little hydration when you're hungover, and Liquid IV is just the thing that you need. So if you're taking a trip this holiday season, you're going to be having margaritas on the beach, make sure you're packing your Liquid IV. We love it. I've had it in my fridge, like, literally since the day they became sponsors, and I have a constant supply, and it's really premium. We know you guys will love it, too. Right now, our listeners can get 25% off liquidiv.com when you use our code TOAST at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order on Liquid IV's website. So go to liquidiv.com, enter promo code TOAST to get your savings and start getting better hydration. That's liquidiv.com, promo code TOAST. Don't wait, start properly hydrating today.
Sign on, be hydrated.
Sign on, have to pee more.
Okay, first story, I'm sorry to start on a down note, but it's a very sad story that rapper Juice WRLD has died at the age of 21.
Allegedly.
Okay, Juice WRLD, before we get into the conspiracies. We're big TikTokers now, and there's a big conspiracy on TikTok.
Follow us, Girl with No
actually,
Job and Jackie Oshry.
That actually gives me hope because this is a very, very sad story.
Terrible.
Juice WRLD, the rising Chicago rapper who topped the album charts in 2019 with his acclaimed Death Race for Love, has died at the age of 21. The rapper, born Jared Higgins, reportedly suffered a seizure at Chicago's Midway Airport on Sunday. He was rushed to a nearby hospital in extremely critical condition where he was pronounced dead, TMZ first reported. The Cook County Medical Examiner confirmed confirmed Higgins' death to Rolling Stone. Quote, the autopsy has not been performed at this time, a spokesperson for the medical examiner said. The coroner's office later stated that an autopsy would be performed Monday.
He was 21 years old. So sad.
So sad. Like, his career was taking off.
10.5 million Instagram followers.
So,
and the only reason I said allegedly is because some things, you know, and I don't want to, you know, sanctify, you know, his life, you know, and be disrespectful. But, you know, he did have some lyrics that pointed to, you know, like maybe one day he was going to, you know, fake his own death. He tweeted that once. Some of his lyrics are just like a little ominous. And I'm thinking maybe there's more to this.
There's just this TikTok that puts together some crazy facts that will make you believe that he faked his death. Which I hope is true.
Right. He most likely didn't. That would be best case scenario.
Yeah, that would be best case scenario because this is so sad and so tragic and he had so much more life left to live.
Do you say scenario or scenario?
Scenario.
Me too. I only say scenario when I'm like trying to be obnoxious.
When I'm being fancy.
When I'm on the toast, yeah.
Yeah,
when you're being fancy with your French manicure.
Oh my God, do you love?
I actually really like it.
I really like it too because when we were growing up, anytime there was a big occasion, it was like French manicure. Bar mitzvah, French manicure. Wedding, French manicure.
Totally.
So we have the TBG Awards tonight and I want to be fancy. I got this dress that like kind of doesn't fit me, but I'm just going to go with it. And I was like, what can distract? A French manicure.
No, it's very elegant.
Thank you. I feel like right now, day one, while it's not chipped, it's elegant.
No, I think there's nothing tackier in general than like a chipped manicure, but there's really nothing worse than a chipped French manicure.
100%. Also, people are saying we look so snatched today. By the way, people are loving the blazer.
Oh.
And I want to say why I took extra pride in my outfit today. One, because the Siesta Key kids are coming and they're always snatched. But two, I really have PTSD from when Chris Appleton was on the toast.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you just said that.
Because he came on the toast the day after we got a spray tan for the CMAs and we got spray tans last night for the TPG Awards and we were getting on a flight and it was just like we were disheveled clowns, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think about it all the time. It's like he's such a king and like we looked like paupers.
I can't even believe you just said that because I had such a similar thought process this morning because few days out of the month, like my hair is between like a wash and a blowout, and I'm getting my hair done today for TPG Awards, and I need to do it this morning. So then I was thinking, I'm like, wow, the last time that I had my hair so unkept on the show was Chris Appleton, and honestly, I felt so embarrassed, like I have to pull it together. So I like tried to up my outfit a little bit and like put on a headband that would like distract from the fact that my hair is in fact in a messy low bun. So the Chris Appleton day also scarred me, and it really affected me, and it has impacted. I'm creating change. Like it really impacted me.
No, it really impacted me. Like just because you have a spray tan, like doesn't mean you get to look like a clown.
And also,
just because you have an event at night, like still, we have a show to do.
No, just because you have a spray tan does not mean you're beautiful.
No. Oh, that too.
I think for a while I thought that it meant that I was beautiful.
No, in the summer when we can wear shorts and a t-shirt and we have a spray tan and you can just like have hair, you don't need that much more. But in the winter when I was wearing literally a black sweater and leggings and like an orange face and a low bun. Like I don't know who I thought I was, but she's gone, and I'm back to being a good.
I cannot believe that you said that. I had such a similar like train of thought.
That's
this morning.
so funny. It really like scarred me. And Chris Appleton, like I'm so sorry.
Please
and
come back.
We're not those girls.
No, we are not.
We're not those girls. Okay. So sad for Juice WRLD and his family. This is like a terrible, terrible tragedy. And I hope we get answers with this autopsy today.
Same.
Okay, next up, some breaking news. The 2020 Golden Globe nominations are here.
And Taylor Swift is getting the respect she deserves, as is Ben Platt.
And I just like feel like the Golden Globes just happened, but here we are, back again.
And there was no like buzz about nominations coming out this week. You know,
right.
like I woke up and Kelsey Knight was on her Instagram story at a 3 a.m. call time, like talking about the nominations.
Right. So let's go through them, shall
Okay.
we? Best Actor in a Limited Series or TV Movie. Chris Abbott, Catch-22.
Never heard
Sacha
of
Baron
it.
Cohen, The Spy. That actually looked good, but a little too intense for me. Russell Crowe, The Loudest Voice. Jared Harris, Chernobyl. Winner, Sam Rockwell, Fosse Verdon.
What's so crazy is that like I consider myself an avid TV watcher, and I've never even heard of any of these 5 series.
Chernobyl.
Oh, okay.
Fosse Verdon.
Never heard of it, but I've heard of Chernobyl.
Okay. Best Actress in a Limited TV Series or TV Movie, whatever. Caitlin Dever, Unbelievable. Oh, that's, I think, the Netflix one.
Oh.
Joey King, The Act. I thought she was already nominated.
No, she was nominated for an Emmy.
Okay. The Emmys and the Golden Globes got to be closer together because that feels like last year. Helen Mirren, Catherine the Great. Merritt Wever, Unbelievable. Michelle Williams, Fosse Verdon. I love you, Charity Barnum, and I'll give it to you. Actually, I'm voting for Joey King because she came on a TNN podcast.
That's so true. She supports women-owned businesses. Something about this is just kind of making me feel left out, seeing as how I guess I really don't watch TV. I watch mostly reality TV, and I do really wish there was like a serious award ceremony. Like honestly, when people really open up on television and like are genuine and authentic, like, and you know, everyone goes through their seasons of like where they're really open and where they're going through things publicly. Like, I think that's admirable, and I honestly feel like at some point in time, like Teresa Giudice deserves an award. Like, people who really open themselves up and like give everything to their craft.
I totally agree that there needs to be a serious
not a
award
People's
show.
Choice Award,
and not like a
fan voted.
There's like a reality TV award show. I think it's called the Reality TV Award Show, and that's just not cutting it. Like, we need like the realsies.
Yeah, like the Oscars of reality television.
Yeah, I totally agree. Best TV, movie, or limited series: Catch-22, Chernobyl, Fosse Verdon, The Loudest Voice, Unbelievable. I'm gonna
Sounds
go
like it's
Chernobyl.
literally the same 5 shows.
Yeah, but now best TV series comedy: Barry, Fleabag, The Kominsky Method, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, The Politician, Justice for the Politician.
Ooh.
Except I think Fleabag will win because they sweep the Emmys.
Yeah, but Marvelous Miss Maisel like sweeps everything always. They're like the
That's true.
Slumdog Millionaire.
That's true. Best original score: Little Women, Joker, Marriage Story, 1917, Motherless Brooklyn. Haven't seen any of them.
Oh, right. This is movies and TV.
Yeah. Best original song: Beautiful Ghost Cats.
So I'll dance with these beautiful girls.
I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man. They had a whole slew of songs they had to write an original.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that one. I can't perform it.
Into the Unknown
No!
from Frozen 2. Spirit from The Lion King. Stand Up, Harriet. Wow, this is some stiff competition. Usually
Beyonce
there's
versus Taylor Swift.
Beyonce versus Taylor Swift versus Panic at the Disco.
Oh, Panic at the Disco. They
No,
might
but-
just come right in there. Well, how fun for Taylor. Like, her and her friends just like nominated for Golden Globes.
But usually there's a clear front runner for Best Original Song. This is actually going to be really tough, and I kind of am Team Spirit.
From Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Which song is that?
Ooh, Spirit! When Simba and Nala are running back to Pride Rock.
That was inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, obviously, like, I stan Taylor, and that song is so good. And, like, she got to make it with Andrew Lloyd Webber, who, like, I actually learned about in college. Like, he's so legendary. So, obviously, if I had a vote, I would give it to her.
Okay, this next category: Best Supporting Actress in a Series, Limited Series, or TV Movie. Meryl Streep, Big Little Lies.
Okay.
Helena Bonham Carter, The Crown. I need to talk about this in 1 second. Emily Watson, Chernobyl. Patricia Arquette, The Act. Toni Collette, Unbelievable. Okay, first of all, the Crown came out last week, so I can't believe they're already up for awards. Like, with the Grammys, you have to release it a year ago in order to be up for it. And second of all, controversial statement, I didn't love Helena Bonham Carter in The Crown, but maybe because I just don't like Princess Margaret. By the way, I finished The Crown. Incredible. It wasn't the best season they've ever done, but it was just so interesting. And they're really setting it up, spoiler alert, to like make the argument that Charles is not fit to rule.
Shook.
They're being like kind of heavy-handed about it.
It seems like that show Unbelievable on Netflix. Oh, wait. I'm thinking of Insatiable on Netflix.
Yes,
I'm like,
no.
Debbie Ryan's going to be nominated? What's Unbelievable?
Unbelievable. I believe it's the one about the girl who was raped, and then it's about her trial and just assessing the facts.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it looked good. Best Actor in a TV Series Comedy: Michael Douglas, The Kominsky Method; Bill Hader, Barry; Ben Platt, The Politician; Paul Rudd, Living with Yourself; Rami Youssef, Rami.
Wow, what a star-studded category. I'm really pulling for Ben Platt, first-time winner, first-time nominee. Love him so much, really support. It's also the only show I've ever seen on that list.
The sad thing about the Golden Globes is they don't really matter because
not
it
an
doesn't
EGOT.
contribute towards EGOT.
Yeah, but it does like
But
set the tone for the Oscars.
That's what they say. Best Actress in a TV Series Comedy: Christina Applegate, Dead to Me.
Ooh, by the way, I forgot about Dead to Me. When is it coming back?
Hopefully soon.
Really good show.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag; Natasha Lyonne, Russian Doll; Kirsten Dunst, I'm Becoming a God in Central Florida; Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's a funny name for a show.
That is. I love Kirsten Dunst, but
Me too.
I assume it's going to go to Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
I think the weirdest flex of our generation is that Kirsten Dunst ended up with the guy from Friday Night Lights, Landry.
Yeah.
You know?
Who was in The Irishman.
Who's
they're both doing
who's
well.
weirdly in a lot of like important cinema. He was also like weirdly only in the last 3 episodes of Breaking Bad. Remember he was like that white nationalist?
I never saw it.
Oh. He just keeps showing up. He actually gets good work. He was in The Irishman. Yeah, he was the guy's son.
Best Actor in a TV Series Drama: Brian Cox, Succession; Kit Harington, Game of Thrones; Rami Malek, Mr. Robot; Tobias Menzies, The Crown. Ooh, I wonder who he played. Maybe Prince Philip. He really had a glow up this year. Billy Porter, Pose.
Interesting that only one of the Game of Thrones guys was nominated. Who else would have been eligible for that category who didn't
Peter
die?
Dinklage.
Oh, yeah.
And he was the only
And
one
he's
who
won.
won the Emmy.
Interessant.
Interessant.
But it really was like the Jon Snow year.
Yeah.
And actually, there were a bunch of episodes that Peter Dinklage wasn't even in.
I feel like people are over Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that we're now, like, giving nominations for The Crown, which came out a week ago, and Game of Thrones, which ended, like, a year ago. It's like, how was that the same year?
Yeah, it's weird. Best Screenplay, Marriage Story, Parasite, The Two Popes, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and The Irishman.
Woof.
Woof. Best Actress in a TV Series Drama, Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show, congrats.
Oh.
Olivia Colman, The Crown, doing an incredible job. Jodie Comer, Killing Eve. Nicole Kidman, Big Little Lies. Reese Witherspoon, The Morning Show. I would take any of these.
Yeah, me too. It's funny that Reese Witherspoon, like, would have been eligible for 2 shows, you know? Because she just kills it, because she's in Big Little Lies and The Morning Show.
True. Best Supporting, are they still doing Big Little Lies as a mini series or whatever? It had 2...
I started the 2nd season with Meryl Streep, but, like, honestly, I'm not into Meryl Streep's vibe. Like, I used to really like her when she was just doing, like, Nancy Meyers movies, but something about her, like, I really don't like her anymore, and I find her, like, to be triggering, and her presence, like, ruins things for me, and she was, like, ruining Big Little Lies, so I just stopped.
Big Little Lies season 2 wasn't good because all they did was talk about what happened in season 1, and season 1 was great because of the way that it ended, and you feel like it's a happily ever after, but then season 2 just goes to show you... Pittsville.
It was a perfect formula.
And the way
like,
that season 2 ended is maybe the way that season 1 should have ended. Like, they did the thing, and then
Wait,
they did
I don't
the
know
thing.
how it ends.
They did the thing, they did the thing. That's it.
I'm over it.
Great. Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture. This is notable because Jennifer Lopez is nominated for Hustlers.
Oh, great. Did you see Jennifer Lopez on SNL? And I would love to know your thoughts.
I saw bits and pieces. I haven't seen the whole episode yet.
Me too. I did, like, YouTube clips. I was really, like, let down by her monologue. Like, it was really awkward.
See it. I was let down by the fact that she wore the dress again.
Yeah, it's, like, so silly. But whatever. She looked great. And honestly, like, anytime I could just see her thighs up close in high def, like, I wasn't mad. But I was just, like, let down kind of by the writing. I thought she did a decent job. I think that she flubbed her words the first sentence with the first joke. And it just, like... She never got her footing back. And then I thought the skits were so incredibly stupid, the ones that I saw at least. I just, I wasn't inspired, and I've been really liking SNL, like, these last couple weeks. I think they've had great skits. Like, the Will Ferrell episode was really great, so I was just a little let down.
Interesting. Did you see the Hoops sketch?
Yes, that was funny.
The funny part was that you can get them to say Daddy's little girl or Daddy's big bitch. Okay, Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Daniel Craig, Knives Out, that movie looks good. Roman Griffin Davis, Jojo Rabbit, Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Taron Egerton, Rocketman, Eddie Murphy, Dolomite Is My Name.
Honestly, give it to Taron Egerton.
Yeah, or
He's
Leo.
such a star.
Best Animated Picture, How to Train Your Dragon, The Lion King, Missing Link, Toy Story 4, Frozen
Lion
2,
King.
Lion King, goodbye.
Lion
But
King.
Frozen 2, it's like breaking every single record.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. I don't really, like, I'm happy with Frozen 1, you know?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Aquafina, Ana de Armas,
What did Awkwafina
Beanie
get?
Feldstein, Emma Thompson, Kate Blanchett.
Wait.
I don't know.
Aquafina is
They didn't say what
Ocean's
it was for.
11?
That's like...
Oh, Crazy Rich Asians?
No.
Wait, that was last year.
They didn't say what it was for.
And what about Beanie Feldstein? Probably Booksmart.
Yeah.
So I started Booksmart, and it was so funny. Did you see the controversy about Delta?
No.
So, you know when you watch a movie on a plane, like, it's always censored, like, a little bit, either with curse words or, like, sex scenes, but they took out pretty much every, like, lesbian reference in Booksmart, and, like, Delta got so much heat for it when they came out and they were like, we use a third-party company that just, like, selects movies for us and edits them, and we're really sorry, and they put it back the normal way. But then I watched Booksmart, like, on a Delta flight, and I was like, I wonder if I'm only seeing half the movie. Like, have they updated it yet? And I didn't finish it. It was very cute. People were like, you're gonna love it. You are Beanie Feldstein. It's like, no, bitch, we're both just chubby. Like, she was a nerd, like, and who didn't even want to, like, drink. Like, that we're the opposite. Like, we couldn't be less similar. We're just both chubby and brunette and Jewish. Like, we are different, okay? It was a good movie, though. I need to finish it. And I like the girl who played the other girl. I thought she was a cute, like, new star on the scene.
Yeah, she reminded me of Kay Panabaker from the Disney days.
Yes.
I believe she's in Unbelievable.
Got it.
Best TV series drama, Big Little Lies. Okay, so it's being considered a series now. Good. The Crown, yes. Killing Eve, The Morning Show, Succession.
So I know, like
Succession is just fake Dynasty.
these nominations are, like, really making me realize how there's, like, nothing out there, you know? It's like you scroll Netflix, you scroll Disney Plus, and you think, like, there's just so much content out there because the streaming wars make us think that, but at the end of the day, there's, like, really nothing to watch. There's nothing on here that I feel like FOMO from not watching.
No, there's nothing on here that's like, oh, I've been meaning to watch that. I know I would love it.
Maybe I need to start reading books or something.
I think that you should.
I think that I should, too. And I have a recommendation, actually, for a book that I heard about that is shaking the world.
Can you tell me about
To its
it?
core. Are you as bored of Netflix as we are? Have you binged your way through Disney Plus already and now have nothing new and exciting to entertain you? We have a solution for you. It's a brand new book called The Band of Shadows. Even better, I heard a rumor that the writer, the author, is a toaster.
I heard that
So
too.
obviously she has good taste, good style. If you're into The Descendants, we know you are, Jackie, Harry Potter, Twilight, a true favorite, or The Hunger Games, you're going to love this book. It is a young adult fantasy fiction, but it's also so much more. It's a story of friendship, adventure, mystery, and intrigue with a dash of romance and comedy thrown in there. Plus, the cover is seriously steamy vibes, almost a little pleeny, like a dark pleen. The book follows 17-year-old Scarlett Pierce, a seemingly normal girl who is thrust into a mystical world of Avalon and told she belongs to a powerful race of people known as Fays. For the first time in her life, Scarlett feels like she belongs. But the truth isn't always what it seems. Soon, Scarlett discovers that a war is brewing and that the reason she was brought to Avalon is far more mind-blowing than she could have ever imagined. When the war finally arrives, Scarlett will make a shocking discovery about her past from the most unlikely sources, and everything she has ever known will be thrown into consequence. Grab a copy, you guys. We got a big winter break coming up. There's nothing for you to watch on TV anymore. Expand your horizons. With Band of Shadows, you can actually ask the author in any of the Toaster book clubs. She's in them all, so if you got any questions for the author, you got to check her out. Grab a copy, snuggle up in the cold weather with some tea or maybe a giant glass of wine, and read Band of Shadows. You can buy Band of Shadows on Amazon with code TOASTERS for 10% off. That's Band of Shadows by H.P. Waite on Amazon with the code TOASTERS for 10% off. Support your local toaster, guys, and maybe expand your vocabulary, because you know it's been a minute since I read a book.
Love it. Okay, 2 more categories that are just interesting because it's the movie of the year. Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Jojo Rabbit, Knives Out, Rocketman, Dolomite Is My Name.
Jojo Siwa?
Jojo Siwa's nominated.
Thank God.
So prestigious. Best Motion Picture, Drama, this is like the category. The Irishman, Marriage Story, 1917, Joker, The Two Popes.
The Joker should win.
I mean, I've only
If the
seen...
Irishman wins, I'll be annoyed.
Of course, but it's the only one of these that I've seen, which means I have to see at least one more. Marriage Story, that's the one with Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver where they're like getting a divorce.
I never even heard of it. It's like, you think I'm such like, my job is being a pop culture analyst. I've never heard of any of these things. Am I doing a bad job?
I don't know.
Or do I just have taste?
Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Drama. I feel like some of these movies haven't even come out yet. Cynthia Erivo, Harriet, Scarlett Johansson, Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan, Little Women. That didn't even come out yet. I keep seeing commercials.
Her name is Saoirse Ronan.
I think it's Saoirse.
No, it's Saoirse.
Okay. Charlize Theron, Bombshell, didn't come out yet, and Renee Zellweger, Judy.
I am looking forward to Bombshell, though. That commercial with all the women in the elevator, shocking, chilling.
Shook. I'm really excited. But anyways, I haven't seen these things yet. It's too soon. It's too early. Go back to sleep, Golden Globes. You know?
Agreed.
Okay, you ready for our next story?
Yes.
Because Cardi B gets a lap dance and makes it rain in a Nigerian strip club.
This was, what a journey to be on these Instagram stories.
Yes, Cardi B took to Instagram. Well, she went to a Nigerian strip club this weekend for her show there. She went in advance. And
her show wasn't at the strip club.
Then she posted all of these stories to Instagram that just took the world by storm.
She went out to the club, and the club happened to be a strip club. She had so much cash. I'm sure, like, the conversion helped with how many bills she got.
Yeah.
Because they were $200 bills.
Yes, and in the Toasters, they had
done the math.
Said that they are basically like 50 cents converted to US dollars. But the cost of goods in Nigeria is different. So, like, that bill can get you, they were saying, like, a ride on MTA.
Oh.
You know, and that's like $3 here.
Right.
So it's not totally equivalent, but they weren't $200 bills.
She was being very generous, though.
Yes.
And it was actually crazy. I don't know if the Instagram stories ended up getting taken down, because just based on Instagram, like, policy, like, they were completely illegal. Like, I saw nipple, I saw vagina, I actually saw a clit piercing. Like, it was very...
When did you watch?
I watched when I saw it, someone posted about it in the Toasters, so I think I saw the whole thing.
I don't think I saw the whole thing because I only saw booty. I did not see vagine. I did not see nipples. So I think Instagram deleted the ones that were anything other than ass, because Instagram is pro ass.
They are pro ass as long as it's wearing a thong.
No, I don't even think you need to be wearing a thong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're just anti-nip and anti-vagine.
They're so anti-nip.
Yeah.
And there was like a whole post in the Toasters about it, and people were getting really heated about whether or not, like, this should be allowed on social media. Like, it was a conversation being had between parents, because some parents were like, I have young boys, like, I don't want them seeing this. And then someone else was like, I have a young boy too, and he has Pornhub, so, like, what's the difference, you know?
Right.
I don't really care. I love that Cardi B gives back to the stripper community. She's a proud ex-stripper, like one Lenithia Leaks. And I love that she's giving back to her community. I just hope she got everyone's permission. That's what I was really thinking.
Oh, I'm sure she did. Everyone looked like they were having the best time. The crowd was having so much fun.
But, like, you have to keep in mind, like, these people are being paid to look like they're having fun. So I just want to make sure they knew and they were okay with their clits being on Instagram with someone who has 30 million followers.
I'm going to assume that everyone was okay with it.
I'm going to assume too because everyone was filming and it's not like he was like sneaky filming. Like the girl was dancing for the camera.
Yeah. And I'm sure they could have just not participated if they didn't want to. I thought it was just like a really fun way to wake up on Sunday morning, even though I didn't get the whole
shebang.
I didn't get all of it, but I
got the full Monty.
But like the way that I saw it was the way that was like acceptable for social media, and it was just like fun.
You know, I saw it the dark way.
Young kids shouldn't be watching that, but
right. And then there was a lot of talk about the fact that she's a Pepsi ambassador, and they're like notoriously corporate, and it's like is that how a Pepsi ambassador should be behaving? But it's like. You knew who you were hiring when you got Cardi B. I know, and she's unapologetically herself. And honestly, I would be really disappointed in Pepsi if they like pulled her commercial or something because her commercial is so funny. Give the gift of cash. She's hilarious. I love her.
Yeah, I love that she is who she is. She's never pretended to be anyone else. When people are shocked by this, it's like, what did you think, that she was a nun?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm glad she had a good time. She was making it rain.
And
everyone
whoever
looked like they were having a good time.
was in charge of documenting her Instagram story like worked really hard that night.
Yeah, they should be a documentarian.
Yeah, he was getting all the angles. I assume it was a he because he. No, it was definitely a he. He was, and also I heard his voice.
A she.
What?
I feel like it was a she.
Oh, really? I think I heard a man's voice.
If it was a he.
But there were men all around. Like she rolled with a big crew.
I guess.
Looked like a serious strip club, like top tier, luxurious, rich.
Good stuff. Okay, speaking of
only for the best men in Nigeria.
Speaking of premium videos, Kylie Jenner's daughter Stormi has learned how to snowboard.
And she's taking the world by storm.
And she's taking the world by storm.
Stormi.
With the best video I've ever seen in my life of her snowboarding down like a little bunny hill, giving zero fucks.
She was going kind of fast.
Crushing it. Stormi is like the athlete of our generation. Did you see her shooting hoops?
She's a Jenner.
I know.
She's
crazy.
got that Bruce Jenner triathlon blood.
Also, I picked this story because I just want to talk about like Kylie's looks.
And her trip.
Where is she?
I don't know. I was like trying to find out and I was looking at all these people's stories and tagged photos, but Stas is not there. Her friend Iris is, which maybe makes me think it's just like a kid's trip because Iris has kids. Mm-hmm. So it's a family trip. It's not like a fun girls trip. So I didn't know who else was there. I can't find any information on where she is. Her whole Fendi ski look was so like shook-worthy. It was not fair.
Her whole table of Chanel accessories, like choking.
Did you see a report that said Kylie Jenner spends $500,000 a month on security?
$500,000. That seems decent.
That's $6 million a year. That's actually not bad.
And it's an expense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, she needs like serious security.
No, can you imagine like very publicly posting that you're somewhere snowing and nobody knows where you are?
Crazy.
She's like on a private mountain or something.
Yeah. I don't know, but this video of Stormi, first of all, like, she's a better skier than all of us.
Stormi is a memester. Between Rise and Shine, her basketball layup, like she's turning into like the world's best content creator.
That basketball video, like, kills me every single time because every time I watch it, I'm like, is she gonna hit that?
No, when you first saw it, it's like, why is this video going viral? Like, nothing is happening. So obviously she makes the hoop. Like, that's why it's gone so viral.
No, but it's like not even close.
Rise and shine.
Oh my God, I love this kid. I love these videos. Kylie, thank you for this premium content. Like, we are not worthy.
Yeah, I thought when Kylie had a baby that she would be kind of like Kim was in the beginning with North, like very protective, not on camera. All the girls in the beginning, Courtney too, like didn't really want to film like the kids' faces when they were so young, but Kylie's been very open, which is surprising because she's not even on the show.
Yeah, we'll get to the show.
We'll get to the show.
After this fifth and final story, because speaking of Olympic-level snowboarders, Russia has been banned from all global sports, including the 2020 Olympics and the 2022 World Cup finals because of their doping.
Russia's crazy. Like, they gotta stop. Always something with Russia. I'm so embarrassed. I'm an Eastern European Jew. These are my people, technically.
I mean, Theo, he's quaking.
Oh my God.
He can't show his face.
No, he's American citizen, so he actually can play on Team America.
No, of course, but like it's just humiliating.
It's humiliating. And they're always just like being so shady. Like honestly, like the Russians have the worst reputation in the UN right now. Like I'd be so embarrassed. It's like if the UN was a high school, like the Russians would be the homeschooled.
This isn't even political. This is just like, and by the way,
no,
Russian
but I mean
athletes,
like the United Nations. Like,
Russian athletes crush it. Like they don't even need to dope. I don't understand.
They're like the homeschool jungle freaks.
100%. The World Anti-Doping Agency has imposed a 4-year ban on Russia from all global sports.
Is the World Anti-Doping Agency the WADA?
Yeah.
Wow, love that.
That actually is.
I love an acronym.
WADA's executive committee took the decision after concluding Moscow had tampered with laboratory data. Wow, it's like not only are they doping, they're like faking samples.
Spies, KGB.
They're going to appeal the decision. They have 21 days to do so.
This is just like dodgeball with Bernice.
This is fucking crazy.
She was taking steroids. God damn it, Bernice.
I don't know. They're such great athletes. They have such great gymnasts. They have such great ski conditions. Like they can do it all. So just fucking play.
You know what? I can't really judge them because earlier this year I had strep throat and I took steroids, prednisone, and I definitely almost got addicted. Like, I love the way steroids make me feel. They were so empowering that I totally understand the Russians, and maybe it's the little bit of Russian in me that totally understands the doping.
Yeah.
I love roids. I was roided up earlier this year. Can't wait to get my hands on another prednisone Z-Pack. It was so lit.
I'm happy for you.
Should we recap the Kardashians? Is that our fifth and final story? Okay.
We must.
What an insane episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I cannot believe when they were showing promos for the episode and they were like reading their Q scores and like their audience feedback. I thought that was kind of revolutionary. I didn't realize the whole episode was going to be about scheduling and filming. And I am 1,000% on on Kim and Khloe's side. And I was really like taking a step back and thinking like this at the end of the day, and I was watching the episode being like, I cannot wait to recap this on the toast because I have so many thoughts. At the end of the day, there's really just two different types of people in this world. And I feel like I'm definitely more of a Kim and Khloe. Like, I'm much more tough love, much more like whatever you're going through, get over it and move on. Like, there's work to do. And so while I'm all sympathetic towards Kourtney's boundaries, it does seem like for someone who doesn't work, she has a lot of boundaries. And it's hard for me to like relate to her on that level because like, the one job that she has, she can no longer do. And it's just like a level of entitlement I can't relate to.
No, here's the thing. She made no fucking sense because she was like, I have things going on in my life other than the show. And it's like, you can't make that argument when you're sitting in the same room as Kim Kardashian West, who's studying to be a lawyer, who's going to the White House, who's getting people out of jail, who has a beauty company, who has a fragrance company, who has a shapewear line, who has more kids than you.
Yeah.
So that argument holds absolutely no water.
No, but what she was saying was that she has boundaries of things she doesn't want to film.
Here's the thing.
And then Khloe and Kim were like, well, we need you to film these things. Like your boyfriend. She's like, well, I don't have a boyfriend. So what other things are you doing that you don't want to film?
Right. So
making
like,
dinner with Khadijah?
If you're not dating, you don't have a boyfriend, what are you doing at night? Like, where are you going, and why can't we follow you there?
No, it was such a frustrating episode, and I was really surprised at Kris Jenner for being on the wrong side of history. Like, she created this show, she steered it to success, and now she's just really taking a step back. And it's like, at the end of the day, not only can Khloe and Kim not put on the whole show, like every season, every year, 60 minutes, like it's a lot. The audience wants to see everyone. Like, we already don't have Kendall and Kylie because Khloe actually was answering questions on Twitter and they were like, why aren't you guys bringing Kendall and Kylie into this? And they were like, well, Kendall and Kylie have different contracts. Kourtney, Kim, and I are equals. I guess they're the three main characters who get paid the most. That's pretty much what it meant. And then it really got me thinking, like, honestly, I also think it's not fair that Kendall and Kylie just get to skate by. Look, at the end of the day, as much as nobody wants to admit this, Kylie is where she is, billionaire business mogul, and Kendall's where she is being the #1 paid model in the world without ever really having any experience getting started because of this show. And you have to pay it back. You have to pay it forward. I don't even think it's fair that Kendall and Kylie don't have to film. Like, I think all 5 of them should be working equally. Like, Kim, literally, and all they do now is like sit in their house on their phones and scroll and film a scene and call it TV when like it's not.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think Kendall and Kylie, I understand why they're not main people, but they should be in every episode at least once, and they should be giving it back because the show is the mothership, and without the show, they lose, like, with the show, they're able to change the narrative. Yes, it's like 6 months later, but we're able to see everything from their side, and they're beloved because of it, whereas, like, if we're only just reading TMZ headlines, like, we don't get to know them and we don't sympathize. I mean, I always do. Yeah. But like everyone else, like even with Jordan, when Khloe started tweeting at Jordan like days after she was cheated on, like she's the villain somehow. Yeah. Then you watch it all play back and you see Khloe find out that Jordan was going on Red Table Talk when she hasn't even apologized, and it's like, oh, now we see what's really going on.
It's the nucleus of their brand and it has to work. And a part of me was watching the episode really like being in fear of like maybe this is them like getting us prepared for the show ending.
I'm not prepared.
I'm not prepared and I'm not okay with it. And like, honestly, I don't really care that Kourtney is not going to film anymore. I think like the fact that she won't budge. She's so unreasonable. And even if she was sharing like things that we wanted her to share, like I don't really care for her. So like I'm okay with her not being on the show. But now the more that I think about it, like Kris is out, Kendall's out, Kylie's out, Rob is out. It's like, it's literally just like Scott, Kim, and Khloe. And like that's not enough. And Jonathan, and like
that's and Khadijah.
Right. So 4 out of 6 of the main characters are paid to be there as like extras, basically.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna work forever, and it's a problem. And it feels like nobody understands that it's a problem except for Kim and Khloe.
Yeah, no, they're 100% right. It was a crazy thing to watch. And now we know that Kourtney is taking a step back. And I hope that what they're saying is like, don't do the show, you're not going to get paid. Like,
I wanted to hear about the money because it's not fair.
They're not going to talk about the money because at the end of the day, they're a family, and there are certain things that, like, lines that they don't cross, and they're not going to start being petty with each other talking about money. So I get that, but I think
when they said fired, that means money.
Right, and I just want to be, like, clear that we're talking about the money here.
Yeah, but it's also...
And we're also talking about the content
success
and the livelihood of the show.
And when they had production in that... meeting and the producer was like actively part of the conversation. One, I thought that was just such a great way to film it. And two, it's easy to just dismiss things as when you're Courtney, just hearing it from Kim because she thinks Kim's always on her ass. But hearing your boss, like your producer, the person in charge of putting the content together, telling you like you don't open up and like we asked you if we can go film you having dinner with Khadijah and you say no, like that is more real.
Right. And Courtney being like, I can't do it because I have 3 parent-teacher conferences in 1 week.
In 1 week.
Insane.
In 1 week. And then her getting up in the middle of that conversation, which was on its way to being productive. Obviously, like it was an uncomfortable conversation, and when family fights, it's always awkward and people's feelings get hurt. But her just like getting up in the middle and taking her mic off, like that's the exact point. It's like you don't want to see anything through.
Yeah.
Like let's just finish this conversation. It's torture, but like let's finish it.
And now it doesn't make sense to me. Like they're doing all, I mean, I'm sure they have a big partnership with Quibi, but they're going to do all these offshoot shows. And it's like, no, we need all that content for the main show.
We need all that energy and time.
Chloe and True, we need that for the main show.
Yeah.
Even Kendall, if she's going to do anything, we need it on the main show.
Yeah. The final episode, I didn't realize next week was the season finale. It looks incredible. Mm-hmm. Incredible. Like, first of all, I cannot wait to see their life in Wyoming. Like, obviously, Kim and Kanye have been spending a lot of time there. The families all together, which they really haven't been in a really long time with Kendall and Kylie. And I think when they're all together, the dynamics definitely shift because Courtney feels more empowered to speak her mind because Kendall supports her.
Yeah.
And when she's with Chloe and Kim, like, nobody really empowers her to speak up. So it'll be a really good episode.
Yeah.
Where they obviously come to the resolution that Courtney's going to take a step back, but they need to figure out...
What are they going to show us instead? Honestly, I would watch a show all about Kim and Chloe happily because they're my 2 favorites, but we just need a little more. Like, even when she was meeting with the former prisoner who had face tattoos, like I'm sure she has tons of stories like that.
Oh my God, no, by the way, if we just got a show about Kim and her businesses, like that would be enough for me, Diane.
Right, like Kim just sitting, getting her hair and makeup done, just talking and scrolling on her phone, like that would be enough for me, Diane. I just don't want someone else to get paid for her doing that.
Right, but that's what Kim said at the very end. At the end of the day, I just want it to be fair. And it's not fair. Just really quick sidebar, when she met with that guy and he brought her flowers, like that was so incredibly cute.
It was so cute. By the way, Kanye in the car was being
so funny. And Kim wasn't even giving him any attention.
No, I feel like she's just like used to him. And I'm sure people are like, Ben's so funny.
The Make-A-Wish thing.
The Make-A-Wish thing when he was talking about how that guy name dropped
Cardi
all those
B.
other people and was like, but you'll do.
I thought the same thing.
Funny.
And it was really interesting right after she had read the feedback of people saying that she doesn't open up with Kanye enough. And I actually felt like she's been doing a fine job of it. Like, as a consumer and a watcher of the show, I don't feel like we get no Kanye. I just feel like I wish we got more, but I'm happy with the amount that we get.
100%. And I feel like at this junction in time, Kanye opens up to the show more than Courtney does.
Yes.
And Kanye, like, doesn't owe us anything.
Nope.
This isn't his show. Courtney owes us everything.
But I just couldn't get over...
At this point, she's muddied the waters. I don't even want to see
I just couldn't get over the flowers. I thought it was so incredibly cute. Do you think they were from Bouqs?
100%.
Bouqs is short
Bouqs quality.
for bouquets. Bouqs. Bouquets, did I just say? Oh man, bouquets.
Oh God.
Oh man, I'm mortified. Bouqs is a floral company we've spoken about many times on this show. I think the best part of it is that they come from eco-friendly farmers who pay their workers higher on average and have high standards for quality and freshness. They are effortlessly styled that perfectly grace any space, and they have a happiness guarantee. The Bouqs Company wants to make sure you love your flowers and have a great experience. But now, for the holiday season, they're offering wreaths, fresh flowers, obviously plants, and gifts. They start at just $39. They even have flower subscription service, which is perfect for for a holiday gift, brings happiness to anyone, and you could save money every time. They have nationwide and next/same day delivery, which is amazing. It is ideal for holidays, birthdays, thank yous, or just because. They are sustainably grown flowers cut fresh from the world's finest eco-friendly farms. Because their flowers are sourced directly, they stay fresher longer, and you're not paying a crazy price to have someone send flowers. Because at the end of the day, sending someone flowers, like Kim looked like so like humbled by those flowers. You know what I mean?
100%. It should be easier and better quality and less expensive, and Bouqs is helping you get there.
Yeah, it shouldn't be so hard. And all we want for Christmas is Bouqs. It is short for bouquet, Bouqs, fresh cut from the world's finest farms. You can get 25% off by going to Bouqs.com/toast and using the promo code TOAST at checkout. So that's Bouqs.com/toast. Use the promo code TOAST at checkout. We'll be right, Bouq. See what I did there?
Oh, wow. We will be right, Bouq. We are bringing out the cast of Siesta Key. Let's go. I can't wait a second longer. See you soon.
We are back with 4 out of like 8 of the Siesta Key members. We are so excited to be here, sitting down with them. We got to watch the first episode of season 3 last night, and we're not trying to rub it in and talk about it too much because it doesn't premiere till January 7th, but it was so good. So thank you guys again for putting together a premium slate of content for us. People have been waiting so long for season 3 now.
Yeah.
It's been almost a year.
I know.
It's crazy.
April
Torture.
is when the last episode aired, I think.
Wow.
Oh wow. So when did you start filming season 3?
April.
Okay. So you guys just don't stop.
Apparently
You
not.
start living it or watching it.
Is it so annoying to like relive those moments?
Very.
Yeah, I can
it's
imagine.
not like annoying. It's just like, okay, can I move on with my life? Or,
Right.
You forget about something, you're like, oh, I did that.
Yeah, I said that.
Totally. But and also relationships always change in the Key, like best friends and boyfriends, and so like to go back, like that might have been 3 fights ago. You know, things are so different.
And so much has happened. And this week it was announced that Robby is joining the cast. I mean, I think a lot of
Hey,
people
guys.
thought that.
Right.
Thank you, Robby, for doing the Lord's work.
Sure thing.
A lot of people had pretty much guessed that since we knew that you two had been dating on social media. You took the trip to Greece together, very cute premium content with the drone. We really enjoyed it.
So invested, I love it.
But now you're here, and I'm pretty sure you're not together, right?
We're not together.
So is that weird now, like doing press, like, you know, promoting the show and...
It's gotten better.
Okay. It was
Sorry,
weird.
Robby.
No, I mean, yeah.
We've like seen each other a couple times since everything's happened, so we were fine.
And
We're
so
mature.
you're from Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes.
Is that close to Siesta Key?
It's
5 hours, right?
No, 3.5.
So how do
But
you know Alex, or did
My
you know?
first job out of college
Got
was
it.
I was relocated to Sarasota, Siesta Key. So I lived there for 5 years, from 22 to 27.
What a
And
weird
then The
coincidence.
Bachelor is why I moved away.
Did that have anything to do with you guys connecting, like, and starting
Sorta.
to date?
No, it was through Kelsey, I
No,
thought.
it was.
I knew
like-
Brandon beforehand.
Yeah,
I didn't really know these two. I had talked to Juliette before on social media through a fundraiser that she helped out with for my old LeisureLetics company. And then I worked with Kelsey. I took her on one of my agency's trip, Rebella, in January to Thailand. And then we all went to Stagecoach together in
Right.
April.
We remember
It always
Stagecoach.
starts at Stagecoach.
Everything
That's
starts
what
at
led into
Stagecoach.
filming that month.
It really did start at Stagecoach. It was like one of those weekends. Oh, I just love it there.
It is so much fun. It's so much fun.
So
It really
fun.
So is that where you guys first started dating?
Yes.
Yes.
That's sweet.
Yes.
And how long did you date
It was
for?
fun.
Like a month and a half.
Oh, so are you dating for the whole season coming up or no?
Like maybe like half.
Can we say that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, are we allowed to
Maybe we'll see
I mean, it's
the
pretty clear we're
unraveling.
not together.
You'll see it unravel. Ups
That's
and downs.
exciting.
Thanks to Robby
love
responding to a fan.
It's a
saying,
roller coaster.
Oh, is that how
Thanks.
people found out?
Thanks, Robby, for
You're a little
that.
salty.
Anytime.
I think probably what's most exciting to me is we saw you guys finish last season, then we watched you on social media for 8 months,
Right.
and now we're rewatching and you two are best friends.
Yes.
And you live together.
Yes.
How did that happen? And we're here for it.
I think
Women supporting women.
I
It
think
just,
we
like,
both
clicked.
like it clicked, and I think we both like got out of relationships and started traveling together everywhere. And
I
then
think
we're
we
like,
just
let's
like,
move in.
yeah, we just like put our bullshit aside and like finally
Yeah.
we're just like, it's always been about guys in the past, and then finally like there was no guys in our life, and we're just
Right.
like, you know what, like this is stupid.
And you can
Yeah,
always kind
move
of
past
tell
it.
like your compatibility with someone when you live together, and we never really fight,
No.
like ever.
Do you still
Like,
live
at all.
together?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been like
Cute.
a while. It's been like 7 or 8 months now.
And it's
Yeah.
going well?
Yeah.
It's going great.
And how about you, Brandon? Talk to me about you. Last time we saw you, you were
Yeah.
recording a music video.
Yep.
And are you still doing music? You cut your
Actually,
hair.
Yeah, I am. I'm just still doing music, doing
Yeah,
a bunch
you
of
cut
different
your
things.
hair.
I did cut my hair,
I
yeah.
thought it was long.
Last
like
time
it
you guys
super
saw me,
long.
I had the bun, you know, I cut it
Yeah.
off. Different look now, you know?
Do you feel different without a man bun?
I do feel different, you know, I sort of act different now without a man bun. with the man bun, it was more like hippie, like cool,
Carefree.
haha, you know,
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's more like business.
You're like a
cut.
dog when he gets his
Yeah.
haircut and like acts a little weird the first couple days.
Exactly.
That's what I was going to say. I just couldn't
Yeah.
think of the biblical reference.
But you still have your strength.
Exactly, I still have my strengths.
So
but-
you guys get a lot of new cast members. Obviously, Robby is new this season.
We have Kara.
Who's
Right.
gone from last season, and who's joining that's new?
So there's
And
no
when
more.
is Jared like going to get his due diligence as a
Yes.
full-time cast member?
We're
'Cause
big
we're big
Jared
Jared
fans.
fans.
Yeah, a
Oh.
lot of people love. I mean, I love
Yeah.
Jared.
He's an American hero.
And he is.
That's what everyone
He is.
says. It's so
Jared's
funny.
still around, obviously. No
Yeah.
more Canvas.
Yeah, Canvas
bye.
is gone.
There's a,
What about
we'll see.
Paige?
Bye,
Paige is
bye,
gone.
Paige.
No,
No Carson.
No Carson.
Carson's out.
You know what? He had a
Yeah.
lot
What
potential. He was
No
just
more
too
Ben.
quiet.
Shout
Was
out.
Ben on
Who's
this?
Ben?
Oh, Ben was Madison's
yeah.
finance.
Ben's still
Yeah,
around.
he was
Ben,
cute
like,
actually. I liked him.
I kind of like Ben.
Yeah.
Ben like randomly pops up.
He randomly comes around still, but
Obviously, Chloe's still going to be yelling at everyone this
Yeah.
season.
Of course. She's not going
What else
anywhere.
would she be doing?
Amanda's
I
still
love
around.
her. Oh,
yeah.
Amanda, yeah.
Yeah.
I think also such a weird flex by you guys. Like Amanda broke Chloe's nose, and like here they are being best friends, yelling at Robby at the pool party. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Just wait.
No, that's
Just
like
wait.
anything can happen in the key.
Just
Yeah, we
said
have
it
like
says.
issues for sure.
And we don't see Alex. He's on a trip,
Yeah.
flying private home. He comes back next week. We see that.
Yeah.
And Kara's flying private as well. And now
Yeah.
is
Of
that her
course she
plane?
is.
Probably not.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if New Jersey money is private plane money.
Right.
No, it's not.
She comes out of this season. She comes swinging. She's not in a good
yeah.
mood. She's
She's
really
just like really like hungry all the time or something. Like she's just like always bitchy. Like, I don't
She's
get it.
growing on me. I
no.
just
She
wanna say.
she was. I was really not liking her this episode. She was being like super mean.
Oh, she was.
I can't wait to
always.
hear what she said.
She's
I
just a
forgot.
brat. Like you're. I
Well, she kind of.
I don't like her.
You two have a lot of history. I don't even know why you guys don't like each other, but it's almost like last season you both said things about each other and then you watched it, and then at the
That
start of
was
this
it,
season
yep.
you're like mad at each other about things you guys said about each other
Exactly.
from last season.
That's
So that's why
kind
the
of the thing
show
for us.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it plays a part in
Yeah.
Well, I
in the
always
drama.
say like the cameras really are like a whole other character in themselves.
Yeah.
Like they really are. Like when you know that you're like being filmed, it makes a difference
Yeah.
for sure.
And then you hear what people say behind
The
closed
show
doors.
has definitely
Right.
made a difference.
Big difference.
I'm going to take some questions from Instagram. This is from Mikili Noel. Is it hard to keep everything on the DL as things play out because of the show?
Yeah.
And like what
Yeah.
you can share on
Yeah.
social media, what you can't share.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of know what we have to do though at this point.
But it's like your life and you want to
Yeah.
share it with everyone because that's what you're used to being on social media.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be
Yeah.
you just kind of have to suck it up, even though you want to like complain to everyone
Yeah.
about what's
It's worth it,
currently going on.
Right.
You can't.
And you have to know what you can post and what you can't.
Right.
From JB12, are we going to see Juliette's gal pals like Hannah this season? I always want more of your like Tallahassee friends.
Yeah,
They're
no,
so
you
cute.
See Hannah, you see Hannah like a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
we have
that.
a trip to Nashville, and that's where Hannah lives now. So
That was a
she's
fun
here
trip.
to see her
Oh,
there.
cute.
She just like
Okay.
randomly pops up, and everyone's like, "Wait, what?" She's
She's
back.
back. We had gotten a question. Do you guys think you would ever do a season where like you're all on a trip like in a house? Like,
that
I
sounds
would
fun.
love to. I'm over
It would be
being in the
insane.
town I grew up in. Like,
Right. And what do the people in Siesta Key, like the natives, think of the show?
they're back and
mixed.
forth.
Yeah.
I think it's gotten better.
It's great PR for the for
It's
the
like a
town. It looks
commercial.
so beautiful.
I wanna
It's
go.
so beautiful, and
We should
but they
go.
like give us dirty looks and stuff, and I'm just
they?
like, do you mind? Or they like
Do you
film us
mind?
right in front of
Oh.
us.
Do you
Yeah.
So,
remember?
Robbie, do you live?
We filmed that scene where they literally kicked us off the beach.
Oh my god!
you remember that?
There
I
was
remember
a
hearing about
scene
that.
Yeah.
we did where
Called
it's a
the
serious
cops.
conversation, and this lady is like screaming at us. We're like sitting on the rocks behind her fence on the
fence.
beach, and she's like screaming like this
We
is
had to
private
stop
property.
the scene.
that on
yeah.
show?
They wouldn't let us finish it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're
Like,
strict.
I didn't
Oh,
mess
by
with
the
it.
pier?
When you guys were
No,
filming,
show.
Robbie, were you living in Siesta Key?
Yes. I
you
lived
s-
there all summer for 3 months.
And what about now?
Not now. I'm back in LA.
Got it. Okay. And what was that like? Did you like living in Siesta Key?
Yeah, I
miss
mean, I
us?
had lived there for 5 years. It's going from one beautiful beach in Venice to, probably the East Coast most beautiful beach. Wasn't hard.
Right.
I
Yes.
had a bunch of great people around me, so.
So you're no stranger to reality TV. How was being on Siesta Key like different than Bachelor?
You
What
have
do
your
prefer?
phone.
Yeah, it was different. I just mentioned
you have
that
your phone.
earlier this morning. You're not a contestant anymore. You're building something that could be 1 season, could be 3 seasons, could be 7 seasons. Who knows, right? So it's really. I'm one of those guys that puts it all out there, right? I wear it
Yeah.
on my sleeve. You've seen it in past TV shows, so it works.
really does.
It's something that I like. I enjoy
Yeah.
it.
I feel like a lot of people have like preconceived like notions about you, and people are really like judgy about you.
Yeah.
Even in the first episode, like how does that affect you, and where does
It must be
come
fucking
from?
annoying.
It doesn't really affect me, but it does affect my mom, which affects me. My mom will go through every comment, all 500 to 1,000 of them, and be like, "Hey, Brittany XOXO said that you're lame. Delete her." I'm like,
lame.
"Mom, chill." Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, wait, I read the funniest comment on your post though.
Oh,
It's
toasters are fucking
Does Robbie have
savages.
a
So
discount on
funny.
IVs because he's like really thirsty?
stay thirsty, my friends.
Right?
Yeah,
By the
there's
way,
this
I'm the
perception,
thirstiest
and that,
bitch
like,
alive.
even
Yeah.
in the first episode where you're talking to Chloe about like your intentions, and you're saying like really all the right things,
And she's still skeptical.
and she's just so
You might see
skeptical.
it might be a
Yeah.
theme throughout.
Whereas
the
Yeah,
like,
show.
some of
that's
the
so
other
funny.
guys on the show say the absolute worst
Worst
things,
things.
and then you're like, but they're great.
No, and it's
Yeah.
like everyone is like talking about Alex, how he treated you last season,
Yeah.
and then it's like, but they're done now. So it's like that doesn't mean that he didn't say those mean things to you. Like he still said it.
I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alex, this is a question from Nina Lewison. Is Alex affiliated with the season? He hasn't posted anything on his Instagram about the new season, and he's barely in the teaser.
Well, he complains constantly about how much he hates it because it makes him look bad, but then he like still does the show, so
Oh my God,
I'm
it's
confused.
I
so
think he's
funny.
quit like
Yeah.
3 times.
He's
Oh,
quit like
really?
3
Alex
times.
doesn't really post a lot on social media either.
Okay.
That much.
Yeah.
He's
What
got a
about-
bad,
He's more to himself now, I
bad
feel like.
pass with that.
What about Polly? Is Polly on this season?
Paul's on this season. Yeah, he's on this season.
He's
Oh, I
destructive.
love Paul.
I think
He's very
that I
self-destructive.
feel really strongly that he should. No, not self-destructive. He's destructive. He's a tornado.
Oh, well, yeah, I
He takes down
guess.
everything in his path, and I feel really strongly that he should not be compensated on the show. I think it empowers him to
His bad behavior.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's just Paul,
It's really
though.
just after the second night is when he starts doing all that.
yeah.
When he gets
Yeah.
like a bender.
The first day
he
he's
just
up,
needs to
he's
get
cool.
off live.
But then like amazing
Yeah.
things happen, and like his microphone doesn't turn on during his performance.
And that's called sweet justice.
a lot of karma comes to Paul for sure.
Paul.
You guys will see that.
We were doing.
So when we open this season, you and Alex are not together. Can you talk a little bit about the dissolution of that relationship because it was so much a part of last season?
Right. Well, so I guess him and I like officially broke up in like March, and that was a huge thing for us. We were both like trying to get over each other in our own ways. I was off traveling. He was at strip clubs, stuff like that. And
Good
it
stuff
kind
with Cardi
of,
B.
and he was like, I quit, I can't be around you, blah, blah, blah. And then he hears that Robby's coming on the show, and he's like, oh, hell no. And like,
flies
comes
back from
running
Europe
back.
on his private plane.
And it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, Alex and I are both like, it feels like with Alex and I, it's like, you do this, then I do that, then I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna do that. It's just like
Yeah.
one thing after
And
the
then it just
other.
gets worse and worse and worse.
It just keeps getting worse.
but
and
so
like,
since you broke up, you haven't gotten back together.
no,
That's great.
no,
I think that's good stuff.
yes,
Kelsey,
yes.
are
Sad
you
about that.
dating anyone?
I don't know.
Brandon?
Yeah, me and Kelsey are dating.
No.
I like that.
Spoiler
That'd be cute. I mean, that's like the one combination that you guys haven't tried. So
That's what we were talking about. We were like, maybe like years from now, that's gonna end up happening.
I
because
haven't
everyone
dated
dates everyone.
him.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's actually a 3-way thing this season.
Oh, cute, a throuple.
cute.
We like that.
No, but
Anything can
Christmas is
happen in the
coming up.
key.
Yeah.
Anything
Got
can
it.
happen in the key. Alex has a new girlfriend. Did you know her? Who is she?
She and Alex knew each other for like years, I guess, growing up, and I was sort of friends with her. Like, I have pictures with her from like months ago, and I know I knew her. Like, she was
your
always
hair and
offering to
stuff?
do my hair, and like I don't know. And then they started getting back together, probably to make me jealous. But now they're just still together, and like, Lord knows.
Is she a cast member on this season?
Yes.
Okay.
But like, not a lot. I think it's like towards the end. More, you're not going to see her in the first episode or anything.
Did you guys ever watch Laguna Beach or The Hills growing up?
my sister did
I
watch
watched
the
some
Hills
of
a lot.
it,
Yeah.
but not
I
a
was watching
lot.
it.
I watched like the last season of The Hills when Heidi was getting surgery everywhere.
And do you guys, that was such a great time in
Right.
pop culture.
Yeah.
Do you guys read Spencer Pratt's recaps of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
I
time.
think that they're so funny.
They're my favorite.
He's
like,
very
I really
smart.
like it. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Super
I was-
shady.
Yeah,
Super
right.
shady. I was like so excited to see his recap of this first episode.
Because
So
it's
good.
so good.
Oh,
And
it's
he's
really
like
good.
on to things too. Like he catches things that I feel like a lot of viewers
Right,
don't.
Right.
That's
He's
so
really
funny.
good
Been on
at
the
it.
other
I
side.
love watching his recap or reading them.
Okay, so you guys live your life on TV. You do things most time you regret because you guys drink a lot on TV. Do you guys ever, and I find this happens a lot with TV shows that I like to watch, like we love to watch Vanderpump Rules, but you could definitely tell when people get burnt out from like the drinking and the fighting, and you guys are pretty young. Do you feel yourself starting to get like over the drinking, like because it's so much a part of, and I follow you guys on Instagram, but even when you're off camera, you guys don't stop drinking.
Oh no, we never stop. That's why I have like a
This is
really
why
bad
she's sick
cold.
right now.
Right.
I literally like
Strep
don't
throat.
not drink. It's really bad. No, I don't get strep throat. I don't have my tonsils. Isn't that the thing?
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
get
Yeah.
I don't have my
Tonsillitis
tonsils. Thank
already.
God, because Lord knows I'd be
You'd be
sick,
sick
all
every
the
other
time.
day.
Yeah.
I mean,
You go more than
we
me.
no, we like literally drink around the clock, and
It's so crazy.
no, we don't get burnt
Yeah.
out.
Are you guys gonna drink today?
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted
So
to get.
crazy.
when in New York, he's over here like,
I'm like dying.
I've
I'm like,
slowed it down a little bit.
Robbie, how do you keep up with
I
the
don't
kids in
fight.
Siesta Key?
I didn't drink too much.
He gets
Yeah.
his IVs because he's so thirsty.
Right.
I always stay hydrated.
Right, yeah.
It's key.
No, I mean, I don't know. We just like constantly like drink, but I do know when and when to like
Stop.
not get
Yeah.
like this is gonna be an important day. I have to see
Yeah.
like this person.
but then there's like
don't get drunk.
certain situations when you're around people filming that you
Wanna get
necessarily
drunk,
yeah.
don't want to be around. You're like just like oh, I'm
And
just
the-
gonna
It
drink and then it gets
helps.
done.
It helps.
The group scenes take a while too.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot
Yeah.
of
They're
sitting
like
around
12
while
hours.
We
Brandon
saw
and
the
Kelsey
first
are kicking
episode,
off their
and at your
relationship.
graduation party, you could see the sun setting. So it's like, damn, how long
I
have these
was
people been there?
at that bar for 12 hours.
Right.
Which
That's
bar?
so crazy where her graduation party was.
Oh my
called
god,
Water
don't
in
get me
Tampa.
started.
Oh, the first
It looks
episode?
really fun.
cute.
Oh my
You
God, I
can
love
tell that I
yeah.
drank that day.
Yeah.
There was a couple parties where I definitely went over the edge. You see it.
Oh my God,
You see it.
yeah.
But it's hard to time it out because you're there for so long.
Well, that's the thing, you know, because you get there, you feel a little like awkward. So not awkward, but you get there, you're just like sort of chilling, and you're like, all right, I'll have a drink, and then it leads into like 4.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, you'll be on in 2 hours. And you're like,
Oh my, that's torture.
Yeah.
So now we're 3 seasons in. People know you guys really well. They follow you on social media. What do you think, or what do you get frustrated about, like being the biggest misconception about you guys, like individually, like that people like you see in your comments?
That I'm like, I probably shouldn't say this, but people think I'm like the angel. Like I get that comment on my Instagrams that I'm like an angel. I'm like, oh,
You are.
No.
I think Madison gets that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Madison
sure.
Madison like
Yeah.
is though. Madison is definitely like
Is
nice.
she though? Is she?
I think she is.
I don't think so.
She
She's,
definitely
like, really
has
nice.
she has layers to her.
She has layers.
Yeah.
I think she's nice. I just met her.
No, she's
too.
so
Right.
sweet.
I think
been
she's
great.
like definitely like Brandon and Madison are definitely the nicest people
Yeah,
on the
by
cast.
far.
Kelsey's nice. It's like
Kelsey,
me
what
and
do you-
Chloe
Ouch.
are brats.
That's like a
Chloe
kid
is a
right
brat.
there.
You're new. I'm sorry.
Come on.
What would you say that is the biggest misconception about you that doesn't come off in the show?
For me, I'd say I'm a girl, but like I feel like I have like the fuckboy status sometimes on the
Yeah.
show.
Well, you were saying the other day like your sense of humor doesn't really get
Yeah, like my
brought
sense of
out.
humor is never shown on the show, or like I think I'm a lot closer with a lot of the cast members than
Than
it's
it
shown.
appears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Are you still modeling?
I'm trying, but it's also when I'm in Siesta Key and all
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
kinda
It's
hard
like
to-
actually a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
for sure.
crazy.
Robby, did you watch the show before you met Juliette?
No.
He didn't.
I didn't.
No.
Did you
You're
watch
so
it after
cool.
you met her?
missing out.
I've seen the first couple episodes, but I haven't seen
I was
the
like,
Oh,
please
okay.
like start from
He has
season
no
2.
idea.
And like I was like ugly. So I
Stop.
don't watch that.
Never.
I was
In
season
some
one,
of
I was,
my
like, 18.
social stuff, they made me
Oh,
go
yeah,
back and
we
watch
watched
like
that.
some of
No.
Juliette's most
Oh, that's
romantic
so
and heartbreaking
cute.
scenes.
So
and I
funny.
had to like react live on camera because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Who runs
dated Garrett?
the Siesta
What? I know.
Key Instagram?
Our
They're
social media
savage.
A good guy.
Brandon does
Oh,
today.
he's amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
on
my
it
God.
today.
He's one of my
He's
favorite
great.
people.
Yeah.
So funny.
The person who
Christmas
runs
in New
it-
York City is like no other.
Oh,
I know.
yeah,
I thought
exactly.
about we were with him last night. And he's
Did
like,
you
oh my
write
god, I
that?
just thought
No,
about it.
we all sort of came up with. Well, actually, he was like, "What do you think about this one?" We were like, "Oh, that's it."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
100%.
He's amazing.
He's really great.
You guys
He's
are
probably
living-
watching right now, like, oh my god, they love me.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so good.
shout out Mike.
Hey, Michael.
And the theme song. I just can't stress enough how grateful I am that you guys haven't changed it yet. It's such a great song.
I don't think we're ever gonna
I'm still
change
We're
learning
it.
seeing
words.
Carly Rae Jepsen tonight.
Oh my God,
Are
we
you?
are.
She's
Really?
singing "Cut to the Feeling." Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh,
god, does
what
she
are we
know?
doing?
Does she know that like her song is on our
know.
show?
She has to.
She has to know.
I'm
She's
gonna
getting
ask
paid
her
for
right
it.
and ask her.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know why
I
we
think it's her
haven't met
greatest
her.
accomplishment.
Well, she's cutting checks off it for sure.
Big time.
Yeah, she got it.
It's
I
mean,
so good.
It's like gonna be iconic.
Yeah,
It
I
already
feel like
is.
it really, it's like unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
It
I feel like
is.
it
Yeah.
really captures the essence of Siesta Key.
Right.
You want to
Totally.
cut to the feeling.
Like the
Yeah,
Hills
yeah.
is still using unwritten, like
Right.
a different
Yeah.
version.
Yeah.
So
I hope it never changes. Every time it comes on, it's
You're
like,
just like,
Right?
was it
Yeah.
we crossed the line.
I cut my
it gives me
hair.
like anxiety. I'm like, oh
Cut
no.
my hair.
yeah, it does too. I'm like, oh no, I get on TV.
Right?
Like, let's do it.
Okay, so the new season premieres January 7th on MTV. Obviously, check it out.
You guys don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Just you know
Because
what?
why are you laughing so much?
Yeah.
Cable box.
I'm
over
know
there.
jealous
what
that
happens
you've
in
seen
the
it.
first
We know
episode.
what happens, and
And
it's so
literally, Claudia was like watching it 10 minutes ahead of me, and she called me and she like FaceTimed me and watched me watch it.
Oh my God.
And I was shook. We like literally
You just
can't
don't
stop talking
expect what
about it.
I'm like, do
Yeah.
tell. What
Well,
happened?
there's so many rumors about this upcoming season, like Alex and his girlfriend, and like honestly, I don't even care. Like what you see on this episode is so crazy. Like it's what everyone's gonna be talking about. Like, I'm just
Oh yeah.
And it's everybody. There's stuff going on with everyone. It's just
yeah.
Right,
Except
totally.
Alex wasn't in the first episode.
Thank
Well,
God.
we like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why
I
it was
did
so
enjoy
good.
it. It was so
Hashtag
enjoyable.
Alex quit.
Bummer.
So make sure to follow these
Alex.
guys on social media in case you're missing anything that's going on in their lives. The new season premieres January 7th. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
We love Siesta Key. Thank you guys for listening to the Morning Tales of Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. We're also available as podcasts pretty much anywhere podcasts can be found. Have
Oh
an
my
amazing
God, that's
day.
only a-
We'll see you tomorrow with Brian Kelly.
Bye.
Bye.